So after yesterday, the Blue Jays getting really no offense and the pitching was awful. And they come today to the ballpark and it's pouring down with rain and, everyone's probably thinking that it's going to get postponed or canceled or, delayed at least. Well, no. Because, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's because the New York Mets have a lot of games that they either have to make up or they've had a lot of doubleheaders, so they don't want to have to do that again because that's really, really taxing for teams. So they power through this rainy game. But if there was lightning, they probably call it because that's a health and safety thing. And we've talked about over the last few videos, even the last week or so, that this Blue Jays team, look, it was nice early on being able to come back in games and win that way. Because it was an emotional win. It was nice. But they haven't been able to do that lately. You can't do that over 162 games. You got to win games by dominating the entire game. And boy, oh boy, did the Jays do that. Because you go to the very first inning, the top of the first. Donaldson, Curtis Granderson, they get out to start the game. Then Justin Smoke on an 0-2 pitch. Now think about it. If you guys are pitchers or you guys know baseball really well and all that kind of stuff, you've got nobody on, 2 out, and an 0-2 pitch on the hitter. That usually means a curveball or something in the dirt, or a fastball or something up. Not a strike, basically, for the most part. Instead, Zach Wheeler hangs a curveball to Justin Smoke, and he cranks a smoke bomb to right field, and it goes into the bleachers for a Blue Jays 1-0 lead. That is exactly the way we wanted to start this game. And the Jays just keep piling it on from there. The offense started with Justin Smoke getting rolling. Top of the 4th inning, Josh Donaldson on base, and Teoscar Hernandez gets a pitch and drills it to left field. It clears the wall. 2-run shot for Teoscar, and it is a Blue Jays 3-0 lead. But we ain't done yet. The 5th and the 6th are when things get real fun for the Blue Jays. Who's leading off the inning? The pitcher, Jay Happ. Usually that is an automatic thing. That is an automatic out, for the most part. And it's to lead off an inning, which is a very good plus for a pitcher. Instead, Zach Wheeler walks Jay Happ. Obviously not intentionally, but he walks Jay Happ to lead off the inning. That is a recipe for disaster. Next batter, Curtis Granderson. He doubles to right field. Jay Happ to third base. Second and third, nobody out. Next up, Josh Donaldson. He singles to center field. Jay Happ comes in to score. Blue Jays got the 4-0 lead. And look at Jay Happ so far. Coming into that inning, the top of the 5th, he's already gone 4 shutout innings. He's walked once and scored a run. What a night for Jay Happ, or afternoon, I guess, for Jay Happ so far. But they ain't done just yet. Next up, Justin Smoke. He doubles to center field, probably, 10, 15 feet from the wall. And, Donaldson and Granderson come in to score. And the Blue Jays have a 6-0 lead. Wow. This is terrific. And that's it for the 5th inning. But let's go to the 6th inning, where once again, Jay Happ leading off the inning. And what does he do? He singles to right field to lead off the inning. And like we've said, getting that pitcher out to start the inning is a must. And the 5th and 6th, that never happened. And this, like I said, recipe for disaster. Next up, Granderson. He doubles to right field. Exactly what happened in the 5th inning. Jay Happ to third base, second and third, nobody out. Looks familiar, don't it? Exactly. Next up, Josh Donaldson. Well, he doesn't single to center like he did in the 5th, but it's a sacrifice fly to right field. Happ comes in to score. Blue Jays have a 7-0 lead. Next batter, Justin Smoke. He walks. Then Teoscar Hernandez singles to left field. Granderson scores. Smokey up to second. First and second now with 1 away here. Then Solarte grounds into a fielder's choice. Good news. Runners on, where are we here? Is it first and third or second and third? Runner on third base. There you go. Runner on third. And with 2 out for Kevin Pillar. And he singles to center field. It is now 9-0 Blue Jays as Justin Smoke comes in to score on the play. And so guys, the big innings for the Blue Jays were the 5th and the 6th inning. They scored 3 in each inning. They had 6 runs, obviously, total in those 2 innings. And in both innings, neither pitcher could get J.A. Happ out. And like we said twice already, recipe for disaster, and that is a big reason of why they lost this game. I mean, they were already down, 3-0 at the time, but it just got worse. Or was it? Yeah, I think it was 3-0 at the time. It was. And then we go to the top of the 9th inning. 2 on, 2 out. Doesn't really mean anything. Richard Urania comes up, though, batting right-handed, and he hits a home run to left field. A 3-run shot for Richard Urania. And, Luke Bailey and Dwight Smith Jr. come in to score. Jays up 12-0. Looks like yesterday's ball game, if you ask me. They score one run. Nemo, Finding Nemo. They found a run with Nemo at the play with a 2-2 pitch. He hit a home run to left field off Danny Barnes. Great to see him back up in the big leagues, Danny Barnes. But 12-1 final. Blue Jays win. Wow. Stellar. And this crazy game that the Jays had offensively, 12 runs on 15 hits, takes away totally from the fact that J. Happ was spectacular on the mound. Now he got a lead early. When he got to the 4th inning, he got a 3-0 lead for him, but he was fantastic. We talked about it in videos past. We talked about getting started early, right? Getting on the board early. They did that. We also talked about getting some good starting pitching, which we have not seen all year. J. Happ, 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs, not a single walk with the weather the way it was, and 10 strikeouts. He was fabulous. And for good measures, he hit a single. I think it was in the 8th inning. I think it was the 6th inning. No, 7th inning. I don't even know what's going on right now. I know J. Happ was 2 for 3 in the ball game with a walk, 2 runs scored with the bat, and then J. Happ does the pitching performance fantastically, beautiful. Hey, Gibby, I think we'll take J. Happ as our DH over Kendrys Morales there, bud. Keep that in mind. All right, so then you get the bullpen coming out. Aaron Loup with a clean inning of work. Yep, he's in one of his stretches where he's pitching well. Clean inning, no hits, no walks, a strikeout, 3.63 earned run average for Aaron Loup. Good to see there. Danny Barnes, he gave up 2 hits and a run, but you know what? Great to see him back up in the big leagues. The reason he got sent down is because he had the options to be. And it's great to see him back up with the big club, even though he gave up a run. But you look at the Jays' offense today. Granderson 2 for 4. Dwight Smith Jr. 1 for 1, which I think he should be getting more playing time because every time he plays, he gets some hits. Donaldson 1 for 3. Urania 1 for 1 with the home run. Smokey 2 for 5. Teoscar 2 for 4. Pilar 2 for 5. Luke Bailey, of course, he's 2 for 3 or 2 for 4, and then J. Happ obviously 2 for 3. The Jays' offense was on fire today. We can't expect this every single game, but you know what we saw today? A great pitching performance. The Jays started the bats on time, and they got a win. That's more like it. Now we can't expect a 12-1 victory every night, and we can't expect a 2-hit shutout every single night, but very good job by the Toronto Blue Jays today to come away with the victory. Now, one thing I want to talk about before we tee up the next series, a little bit of Blue Jays prospects update. If you guys were listening to the podcast that we uploaded last night, links in the description for the podcast channel, by the way, guys. Go check that one out. We talked about Vladdy Jr. hitting 405 on the year. The guy was doing nuts last time I checked, at least. He was hitting 405. I checked today. Buddy went 4 for 5 today. He's now hitting, 415? What? Bo Bichette's hitting 273, but that's okay. And somebody that no one is talking about. No one's talking about him. Kevin Biggio. Do you guys know the name? Hardcore Jays fans will, but kind of on and off Jays fans who just watch the big club will not really know who Kevin Biggio is. Drafted, I think it was in the same year as Bo Bichette. He's come up in the system with Bo and Vladdy, but no one's talking about him. And he's quietly, I don't know how old, I think he's a year or two older than Bo. But he's quietly hitting 316 there in Double-A. No one's talking about him. It's beautiful. I love it. You know what I mean? And also, guys, can't forget Sean Reed-Foley. Last time I checked, he was like 4-0 with a 1.80 ERA, which is ridiculous. I might have come back down to earth last time I checked, but I'm not too sure. Jordan Romano pitched yesterday today, with Vladdy's crazy day that he had, Jordan Romano's now 7-0 with the Fisher Cats. An ERA sub 2, 1.94. He's gone 6 innings in this game. He went 6 innings today. No hit 6 innings, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. He was great. A couple good pitching prospects down there. We all obviously know the bat hitting prospects the Jays have. There are some pieces there we got to be very excited about, all right? So thank you guys for listening to that little spiel there. Next up for the Jays, they welcome in the Oakland Athletics for a 4-game series at Rogers Center starting tomorrow night. Alex Triggs versus Aaron Sanchez. The Jays looking for some good starts out of their guys now, some consistent starts. Aaron Sanchez gets the ball tomorrow. Brett Anderson, former Blue Jay, on the mound for the A's in Game 2. 8.16 ERA for Brett Anderson against Marco Estrada in Game 2. Game 3, Sean Manaea for the A's and Joe Biagini for the Blue Jays. We know what we've seen from Joe. I don't even know what to think about that. But that's just the way it is right now. Next up, in the finale of the series, Daniel Megnan on the mound for the A's and Jaime Garcia for the Blue Jays. That is the 4-game set coming up for the Blue Jays starting tomorrow night. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed the video and you guys enjoyed this game. If you guys did, smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of the game today. Who's your player of the game? I got to give to Jay Happ. I mean, no question about that. Let me know what you guys thought about him. And we'll talk to you guys next Tuesday, podcast edition. Link is in the description for the podcast channel and for the podcast itself on iTunes. Also, guys, Twitter is down below. Go check that out. Follow up. Send me a DM. Do all that great kind of stuff. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night. Blue Jays edition. Alex Triggs, Aaron Sanchez. The Jays look for back-to-back good starts from the boys as they come back home at the Rogers Center. 7:07 first pitch. We'll talk to you guys then.